welcome to Fat Over 40. My name's Miles, and in this episode we're going to look at homemade breaded chicken. Now, Gemma and Annie popped round my house while I was having my tea last week, and Gemma wanted to know how I'd made my homemade breaded chicken. So, instead of just telling her and keeping it to ourselves, I thought I'd share this with a video. So here we go. What do you need? What are the ingredients? Well, the first thing you're going to need is some chicken, preferably from the butcher's. Then flour, plain flour. You can use gluten-free. Eggs, breadcrumbs. Now, again, you can use this from gluten-free bread. Porridge oats. You can get gluten-free porridge oats now as well. Some mixed seeds and some salt and pepper. What about utensils? What sort of bits of equipment are you going to need? Well, you're going to need two large deep trays, a large bowl, a baking tray, some large plates, and a couple of freezer bags. And that's all you need. So, what do you do? How do you do it? Now, the first thing to remember is have a dry hand and a wet hand. So you'll see in the video here that I'm using one hand for the flour, a different hand to dip into the egg to get wet, and then I'm using my floury hand for the breadcrumbs. So one dry hand, one wet hand. It doesn't really matter if you get them mixed up, but what will happen is you'll start to sort of get bread fingers. It'll just cake to your hands. So what's the process? Into the flour, pat it down, into the egg, get it all wet, and into the breadcrumbs, and pat them down firmly so the breadcrumbs and the seeds stick to the chicken, and then lay them on a plate. Repeat that process until you're all done. You know, with your chicken, you can have it in nice big thick scallops, or you can slice it into strips and have little chicken dippers. Now, stick those plates into the freezer for about 30 minutes. Yeah, you want it to be sort of semi-frozen. When it's semi-frozen, take it out of the freezer, take it off the plates and put them in individual freezer bags, and that way they won't all stick together, and when you need to, you can just take out a couple of pieces at a time rather than defrosting loads at once. When you're ready, take them out of the freezer, stick them in a preheated oven, 220 degrees centigrade for about 20 minutes. And what I do is take them out halfway through and flip them over so they're nice and crispy on both sides. Now, this is the obligatory serving suggestion. So you can see here, I've got new potatoes, but you can use sweet potatoes, and then lots of veg, you know, carrots, spinach, broccoli, whatever it is that tickles your fancy. So, I hope I've explained that okay for you, Gemma. Fire us a picture when you've tried them out, and anyone else out there, fire us a picture and let us know how you've got on. If you've liked what you've seen, subscribe, like, we do new videos every Friday. So, if you make one change this week, get home cooking so you don't die fat.